Hey everybody, welcome to the Grim Ripper. Today is Thursday, and that means we're going to finish off some Thursday Thunder tonight. If you like tonight's video, make sure you hit that like button. Also, be sure to subscribe and start commenting on the videos. Make sure you have a public subscription, as that is the type of subscription, along with your comments, that makes you eligible for our Friday giveaways. Alright. All of that being said, tonight we are going to finish off our box of 2001 Topps Heritage. Debbie has been sponsoring this for the past few weeks, and she has in fact sponsored every single pack from this box throughout that time period, and she is on the last 3 packs from this box. So we're going to open these 3 packs, and obviously 3 packs is not going to take up much time. So when we're done opening those packs, I thought I'd share with you 3 of my favorite cards from my collection that are kind of special to me just because of how I got them. And at any rate, I'll let you take a look at those and tell you the story about how I got them. Hopefully you find that interesting and fun. So let's get going with these 3 packs of Topps Heritage and see what we can pull for Debbie. Good luck, Debbie, on these last 3 packs of the box. I want to thank you for sponsoring this entire box over a period of time. It has been fun opening this, and a lot of people who have commented about these particular videos have said that they have never seen this product before. So it's nice that we've been able to show something to people that they've not seen before, and it has gotten good reviews. People have enjoyed this one. They like the design of this particular set, and as we all know, it is based on the original 1952 Topps inaugural set, and the box itself and the packaging of on the wax packs, well, they're paper packs, but this is based on the original design of the 1952 packs as well. So that is cool. We're going to start out with a Mark Loretta. There's Chicago great pitcher Kerry Wood. And Andy Benes. Here we've got a Ron Coomer. Damian Easley. Jermaine Dye. Nice. New Age Performers Randy Johnson, Hall of Famer. We'll put him on the board. New Age Performer Randy Johnson. That's a nice one. And we've got Randy Wolf and a checklist. So that's a pretty good start. Nice Randy Johnson there. Let's see what we have in pack number 2. Alright, we're going to start off with a Greg Vaughn right there. There's another nice Hall of Famer Curt Schilling. There he is right there. Is he a Hall of Famer? He's so recent that I think it must have been last year that he got put in there or something. Or he's on the ballot this year. I'm going to look him up, just because that has... I always say Hall of Famer Curt Schilling, but I never remember if he actually is. So I just know that he should be and might be on the ballot coming up. Let's see. Okay. I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame yet. He's in the Boston Red Sox Hall of Fame and in the Philadelphia Phillies Hall of Fame. And I think he's on the ballot coming up. So hopefully future Hall of Famer Curt Schilling. I don't know why. I'm just used to saying Hall of Famer Curt Schilling, but he's not yet. But I'm going to put him on the board anyway because he should be in the Hall of Fame. And hopefully soon. Let's see. Who we've got next here? Ryan Roop. There's Eddie Taubensee, C.J. Nkowski, Jack Jones, Pat Mears, and finally Randy Velarde. Now, one more pack to go. We've pulled a great player from each of our 2 packs so far. Let's see what's in this last pack of the box. Maybe there's some last pack magic. I don't know. But let's see who we pull from here. We're going to start out with a Jeff D'Amico. There's one of those advertisements. Fred McGriff, he's a well-known player, of course. Eric Davis, also a well-known player. There is Delvi Cruz. Pete Harnish. Oh, check out his autograph. That's pretty interesting. We've got Masato Yoshi, and his autograph is in Japanese. That's pretty cool. That makes for a unique card right there. Then we're going to have Brooke Fordyce, and we're going to end this box with a Sean Burrows right there. And that will do it for our entire box of 2001 Topps Heritage. I'll, of course, get these packaged up and sent out in Debbie's next package. And I'm going to sleeve up these two star cards, the one Hall of Famer and the one hopefully soon to be Hall of Famer. There we go. Takes care of Randy Johnson. And there's Curt Schilling right there. Possibly. Maybe. There we go. All right. I'll leave them up on the board since we just pulled them from the packs. Thanks again, Debbie, for sponsoring the 2001 Topps Heritage box. I hope you're enjoying the cards that you received from this box. And I hope to get some other nice things onto the shelves for future Thursday Thunders. And there we go. All right, well, let's turn now to some of my favorite cards from my personal collection. The first one is one that I personally pulled when I was collecting back in the early 90s, and it was really exciting to pull this card back then because the serial numbered insert cards, you have to remember they were printing a lot of cards back then, you know, the late 80s in through the early 90s. So even at something that had 10,000 copies as a serial numbered insert was still pretty difficult to pull, and to pull a star player was, again, even more difficult. So I felt very fortunate at the time to pull this card right from a pack. I was standing right in my local card shop at the time. It's called Clayton's Card Shop here in Utah. I bought a couple of packs of Donruss there at the counter, and I opened it right there at the store. And lo and behold, I pulled an Elite Series card. This is... I think this is a 1992 example. I think this is 92 Donruss. But I pulled this out of that pack. The Elite Series of Ken Griffey Jr. This particular one is numbered 6,357 out of 10,000. Now again, keep in mind there were 18 different Elite cards that could be pulled. So to pull a Ken Griffey Jr. was pretty difficult with all the boxes rolling around back then. So I felt very fortunate to pull this card. It's a beautiful card. It is one of my favorite cards from my set, and I've held on to it all these years, and I expect that I'll never get rid of it. This will just be one that stays in my collection forever. And then I guess my kids can decide what to do with it once I'm gone, hopefully many years from now. But that is one that I personally pulled when the pack was brand new. I think that was from the 92 series. I'd have to look that up. It's dated 1991 on the back, but I think it was actually the 1992 packs that I pulled it from. All right, these next two cards I actually purchased many years ago. I say many years ago. I'm trying to think when it was. I think it was probably almost 30 years ago. A man had opened a little card shop here in my town. I live in a town of 5,000 people, and so he had opened this card shop just in a little tiny strip mall that we have here, and he stocked the shelves initially with his own personal collection of cards that he had collected as a young child back in the 50s and 60s. So you can imagine he was collecting some of the great players of baseball history back then. And in talking to him in the shop there, we were discussing, his collecting days, and he mentioned how in those days we didn't have the penny sleeves back in those days to put the cards in. There were no hard cases like this, screw downs or one touches or binders with 9 card pages. None of that existed when he was collecting those cards back in the late 50s through the mid 60s. But his mother knew how important his cards were to him and that he liked to keep them in nice condition. So she started making little sleeves for him out of plastic sandwich bags. So he had his cards in rudimentary sleeves, and it's a good thing he did, because the cards I purchased from him are in very beautiful condition, which is really cool. And these 2 cards, I've not had them graded. I suppose I should at some point, but I have not yet. The first one that I purchased from him was this 1964 Sandy Koufax. And this one is a very beautiful card. I mean, the centering is almost perfect on this card. The corners are wonderful on this card. I don't know if you can see. The corners of this card are beautiful. The little cartoon that's right here, normally you'd take a coin, it says right here, you take a coin and rub it across this space and a cartoon would show up there. But he didn't even rub the cartoons on his cards. He kept those intact as well. And so this is one of my favorite cards in my collection, partly because he's a great Hall of Fame pitcher, but also because of the story behind it. I'm the second owner of this card. I bought this from the guy who actually pulled this from the pack of cards when he was a young man back in the day. And so I like that history, that connection with the original pull of this card. Now, on that same day that I purchased the Sandy Koufax from the same man, I also purchased this 1964 Hank Aaron card. Now this one, the centering is still pretty good on this one. You can see that the right side is a little bit thicker than the left side, but still a very nice card. The corners on this one are just as nice as the corners on the other one, I believe. Excuse me, there might be a little touch on one of these, but again, he did not rub the cartoon on this one either. And so these 2 cards, great Hall of Famers, great history in these cards, and a direct connection, being only the second person to own these, to the guy who pulled them new out of the pack, is just really neat to me. Another story he told, you might find this fun. He said that when he was a kid, he didn't like Mickey Mantle at all. It just was not a favorite player of his. And I think it might have been a general dislike of the Yankees for him. But at any rate, Mickey Mantle in particular, he did not like Mantle. So much was his dislike and disdain for Mickey Mantle that even when he pulled Mickey Mantle cards from packs of cards, he wouldn't even use them as trading material. He said that as soon as he pulled Mickey Mantle cards from those packs of cards in the late 50s through the mid 60s, they would go straight into the spokes of his bicycle as noisemakers. So I thought that was just crazy for us to think about sticking our cards into the spokes of our bicycles as noisemakers. Even if it's someone we dislike, we don't want to lose the value of the card. But back in those days, that was what kids did, I guess. And so I like those stories about these 2 cards and that little story about how he treated the Mickey Mantle cards. So maybe we have him to thank for the value of some of these Mickey Mantle cards, because he made it so there's fewer of them in nice condition. But at any rate, I just wanted to share a couple of fun stories and 2 or 3 of my favorite cards that I have in my set. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that like button, share this video with your friends. And I hope everyone has a great Thursday night. Tomorrow we have our live stream with our giveaways, and we are going to be opening some packs as well. If you want to get in on sponsoring some of the packs on the live stream, I think we have 3 spots left on our website there for some 2020 Topps Series 2 packs that we'll be ripping during the live stream. As it sits right now, we'll be opening 8 packs of that, but there are 3 other spots available for 8 packs as well. So hit our website at thegrimrippersden.com. You'll find the link in the description of the video. And I hope to see a lot of you tomorrow night for the live stream. We'll be starting that at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. So 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, and 5 o'clock on the California coast. So everyone have a great evening, and I will see everyone tomorrow. So long, everyone.